Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, the 27th of May, 2025. Now, we got a lot of busyness this weekend, and I apologize for not making a weekend report video this past weekend, ladies and gentlemen. I had some overtime, and I needed a lot of sleep. And anytime I didn't sleep, I was researching, not just for me, but also for you. And short version is we had a lot going on. First, let's handle China. China is in a mess. Now, I'm not going to get into the tariff thing because there's a lot of people who believe in what the media is spouting out. Why not? Let me just do it. All right. Media is spouting out a whole bunch of things that this hurts Chinese people and all this kind of stuff like that. That is an indirect, and it's not as much as the media will have you believe. So why do I say that? Give you an example. Nike. I love this Nike example. Nike buys, hypothetically, they buy sneakers for $10. Sell it to you for $100. If the tariffs are at a certain rate, they now buy it for $12.50 and raise it by more than $102.50. Now, theoretically, that hurts the American people, yes. However, point being, they still bought from China. Now, they only paid China $10, and they still made the profit. So why is this going on? Because China is, and one guy said it best, an economic paper tiger. How do you say it? Economic paper tiger with something like tiger ambitions. Now I get that because, tiger being of the East, etc. There's a lot that's going on. Let me give you an example. China, and a lot of these videos I use for research from very reputable people, no rah-rah channels here, are in the, the community, where you look in posts on the main page, and then you just scroll through it. I put videos from other creators in there for you to reference that I'm referencing with full credit to those creators. I don't play around with that. I don't steal from anybody. Also, I'll put up different types of posts on there that are applicable. Now, China has $57 trillion outstanding on the books. $57 trillion. And people are complaining about the U.S.'s, 37 trillion, 57 trillion, not 57, 36 trillion. Here's the thing. They're equally in bad straits. And this is because they have their own separate set of issues. In a video that's on there, they talk about the bridges scandal for their high-speed rails. They talk about the corruption that occurred there with somebody who reportedly is the person behind a lot of bribery and corruption there. What are you going to do? It's from China. Did other people take it? Yes, more than likely. Yeah. But, all we know is what we are told when it comes to that. I'm not rushing to judge. I'm just saying that that's the information out there. Now, compound on top of that, nobody talked about this except for Julia McCoy, and that video's in there. China's opening an AI hospital. An AI hospital, ladies and gentlemen, where reportedly the diagnosis and treatment is faster with the AI than it is with the human doctors. Now, that is also very interesting. And if you tie in other reports about the declining Chinese population, I know that's a shocker for many of the boomers. China actually has a declining population. But it's going to necessitate AI. And for my younger viewers on here, that's why you're here. Because you're smart enough to see, hey, I better have a few different crypto bags. So I just wanted to touch on the AI news because, like I said in other videos, AI is going to run the global financial system. And because it's just too intricate. Let me give you an example of the intricacies. Let me now jump to Zebec. I'm going to say Zebec because that's how I think it's supposed to be pronounced, based on the little boats that were in the Mediterranean. Anyway, the Zebec has tons of information showing that they're tied in with Stellar and Maximus Crypto has the video on this. Maximus, I believe rules with him, Rule or Jesse, one of the two. As he discussed this and the information, the deep dive research that is really tying in on this. Definitely give Max a follow, as well as Julia. You see it on my page. And also Business Basics. Definitely give them a follow as well. Now, if you see them in the community page, more than likely I put it on there because it's a resource. And if I put it on there because to me it seems ridiculous, I try not to do that because, yeah, a lot of people are conditioned that it's an absolute thing, that's an endorsement. I'm working on that, ladies and gentlemen. In my generation, yeah, not everything you said was an endorsement. Sometimes it was sardonic, sometimes it was sarcastic. Apparently that's not the thing nowadays, but I'm catching on. In any case, can you leave me a little room? Thank you very much. Okay, nice. Anyway, now, when it comes to Zebec and Stellar, and what's the third one? I know we always talk about Quant with it, but I want to say there was another one. In any case, that looks very interesting. And it looks like they're creating a situation for staking. I'm not sure if it's Omni Finance or Ondo Finance. Take a look at both of those if you're interested. And I'll get back to that. But one thing I want to point out is that there was a Medium article, and I heard inklings about this, but shout out to Rich at Common Sense Crypto. He found the source. It's a Medium article saying that XRP and Zebec are also in some kind of talks or some type of relationship is brewing. It could be they're just talking, exploring, and determining what their futures could be. Sounds like dating. But yes, now I want to tie in with that and staking. Now, as we mentioned before, we mentioned Omni or Ondo. I forget which one. It all depends. I think Ondo's just for business, so you'd have to set up an LLC, look into that. But the crux that I'm trying to bring here is that Flare and DopplerFi also have staking for XRP. So would they also have staking for Zebec? So now we're having smaller, we'll say smaller, organizations that are doing staking for our ISO coins. That's beautiful. Nexo, I keep talking about Nexo because I like how they're set up. I'm very comfortable with how they're set up. Is also coming to US. No updates on that yet. So hopefully it's going to be beautifully intricate. Now, one of the things I'll have to do with that in order to prevent tons of collections and everything else is perhaps a minimum amount that you can pledge to them. I don't know. I don't want to speak for them. There's a lot of problems with the American credit system and the people using it, to be honest with you. A lot of look what's happening with what's that, Klarno, where you're paying installments and people just aren't paying. Part of that is to whom are you marketing? And Orlando Miner did a very interesting video and on that. I'll just leave that there. I don't think I mentioned Mr. Miner before. He's mostly a mortgage real estate guy. He's a mortgage underwriter, and he has a YouTube channel. I respect the man immensely. I really like his approach to things. Now, to dial it back, we have the potential for lots of opportunities here. Let me know what you think about Dopplerify, Ondo, and Omni. Let me know your thoughts on that. Would you put your precious XRP and Zebec on those platforms? Because I'm just curious if everyone else is comfortable with that. I'm taking a wait and see approach, and I would love to know what everyone else thinks. And mind you, I gotta give myself a little pat on the back here. I told everyone about Zebec, and in case you were wondering how I found it, I just was browsing through CoinGecko and just looking at things that moved, see what they were about, click clackety, spent roughly 45 minutes on it. Now, mind you, I've been doing this for years, so don't think that you're going to be able to do this as well at first, ladies and gentlemen. But if you're cautious, you can find gems. So I found Zebec and went ahead and said, let me see who has videos on it. And I'm going to say that that's, I don't know, in any case, and it turned out Maximus had some videos on it. I have been following Maximus for a bit because of his quant research, and yeah, from there a good friendship was born with Maximus. So in any case, Maximus has gone up, depending on when you bought in, 300 to 400%. Now if you got in late, you got 200%. Don't cry, you got 200%. Now, one of the most important things about the crypto world is that you balance your portfolios accordingly. So you got like all this stuff going on, and we have, of course, the dates. You know, you got June, you got the June dates. Yeah, supposedly we have the May 29th date for some closed door meeting with SEC and XRP. We got, of course, July. We've got the August time, or deadline rather, that President Trump put in. It's a long, drawn-out summer, ladies and gentlemen. So you're going to see a lot of these little things popping up. So, yeah, just just be ready, because we got a lot of stuff coming down the pipe. In any case, let me know what you think, ladies and gentlemen. What are your thoughts? Huge shout out to my haters, especially the guy who said that riding in the car with me and having the discussion is a version of hell for him. I love that. You know, I can't remember his name now. But yeah, you know, he follows people. He's been on for 12 years and has 2 subscribers and no videos up. Anyway, so yeah, we got a couple of haters, but you know what? We also got 195 new subscribers, bros. My crypto bros and sisters. Yes, yes, yes. My crypto siblings. I'm very welcome to all of you. My channel is a bit different. There's no rah-rah, hoo-ha on here. We just tell it like it is. I give my opinion. People are welcome to give a logical opinion down below. And of course, you know, haters gonna hate. But in any case, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all a wonderful day today. If you like this video, please click that like button. Please share it with your friends, because we're trying to have a different perspective on all things crypto. And oh, yes. while I celebrate the 195 new subscribers, we're still, believe it or not, at only 60-something% of regular viewers are subscribers. So that's awesome, though. That's awesome. You know, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting the word out that the rah-rah channels are done. You know, oh, those rah-rah channels. They will misdirect you. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to stick it to the man and not to each other. Even when you got the haters. I love all you lovers, all you subscribers. I'm glad you love my channel. Thank you for that. And yeah, the haters will learn. They'll be back. We'll be like, oh, you were right, but I won't tell them. Keep thinking of that lyric. What's that song? Riding Dirty? Okay, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, have a great day today. Thanks again for watching. Peace.